At the edge of a small village by the mountainside, there lived an old woman alone in a weathered stone house. The house was tiny, with gray walls and faded tiles, yet every morning soft smoke would rise from its chimney, carrying the warm scent of vegetable soup. She had no children, no wealth, and no name to be remembered, but she possessed something truly precious, peace within her soul. Each day she lit her fire, made soup from the vegetables she picked in her garden, and softly hummed old songs. Her life was simple, but filled with kindness. Everyone in the village loved her. When they felt sad, they came to her little house, just to hear her gentle words or to see her tender smile, a smile that could wash away all weariness. One night, as the moonlight spread across the fields, a stranger knocked on her door. She opened it, her eyes kind but cautious. "Who are you?" she asked. The traveler smiled. "I'm just a wanderer, but I've heard that you've lived your whole life in peace. Tonight I want to offer you a special gift, a choice." She chuckled softly. "I'm old now. What's left for me to choose?" But the traveler replied, "Please, come with me, just to see." Together they walked out of the village, down a misty path, until they reached a quiet meadow. There stood 3 doors, one golden and gleaming, one wooden and plain, and one old, rusted and worn. The traveler said, "Behind one of these doors lies your deepest desire. Choose." The old woman looked at all 3, then without hesitation walked toward the rusted door. The traveler was surprised. "Why choose the ugliest one?" She smiled gently. "Because in my life the most beautiful things have always come from what is old and simple." She opened the door. Inside, there was nothing, only dust and emptiness. The traveler watched her, expecting disappointment, but she kept smiling. "Aren't you disappointed?" he asked. She replied, "I came into this world with nothing but empty hands. Today I still have my smile, so what have I really lost?" The traveler fell silent. Then he opened the other 2 doors. Behind the golden one was a mountain of shining jewels, glowing across the field. Behind the wooden one was her reflection, young, beautiful, and wealthy, as if time itself had turned back. "Do you see?" he said. "You could have it all, gold, youth, beauty, fame." But she shook her head gently, her voice calm and firm. "More? More than peace? More than a smile in the dark, or the joy of a humble bowl of soup? No, I chose the right door." She returned to her little house. The fire still burned, the soup still simmered, and her old song still floated in the air. In that poor home there was a light, the light of peace, a light no golden door could ever bring. The traveler stood silently, deeply moved. For the first time, he understood that true happiness does not come from what we have, but from how we feel about life itself. The golden door was greed, the wooden door was illusion, and the rusted door, empty, simple, held the truth of happiness. That night, as he left the village, he whispered to himself, "Sometimes the real treasure is not behind the golden door, but within a peaceful smile in a simple life." Final message. Happiness is not having much. It's being grateful for what we already have. Sometimes all it takes is a small flame, a warm bowl of soup, and a peaceful smile to hold the greatest treasure in life.